Um, I'm here with Wolfgang Fischer from Cisco. Wolfgang, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, yeah, I'm responsible for fiber to the home business development and architecture design within the European Service Provider Group. So this involves a lot of activities around just the regular Cisco products, talking with customers, with regulators, with analysts like yourself, and yeah, it's quite a lot of fun.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously Cisco has been very active in this field for some years. Where would you say, or how would you say Cisco views the NGA opportunities and the market development right now?
Well, of course, NGA is a fairly wide term, and besides fiber to the home and fiber to the building, for which I am responsible, NGA also encompasses the cable type of solutions like DOCSIS 3.0, our DPON solution, which is based on this technology, but with a pure fiber solution. Certainly, there are also a number of wireless technologies that constitute next generation access. So I would like to focus on FTTH, which is my responsibility. There I think we have been quite successful in the last couple of years with our technology in the European market in particular, which is based on Ethernet and in most of the cases uses point-to-point fiber infrastructure for central office type deployments, or point-to-multipoint when it comes to fiber to the building infrastructures, for example.
Right. And so, what do you see as the big challenges for service providers making this move, and therefore perhaps for Cisco as a company to convince them that the move needs to be made?
You mean the move towards fiber to the home,
Yes.
per se?
Yes.
Well, I think that the big challenge for fiber to the home still is the deployment of the new passive infrastructure. And there, I think we can have a lot of different business models depending on what kind of service provider is behind this. So there will be the regular vertically integrated service providers that build their own passive infrastructure, build the active network, build all the service delivery infrastructure. And then you have these horizontal models with open access, and there you have the options of open access to the fiber or to the active infrastructure. And for these open access networks, I think there's a great opportunity to get a lot more public involvement, like utilities and municipalities that can deploy a passive infrastructure, and in this way help to facilitate the deployment in the different countries on a more regional level, so that the overall financial effort is not as huge as you would take as if you want to go for a countrywide deployment.
Right. Cisco made a really interesting announcement in early January that that the company was going to put on the market a solution for kind of a home version of telepresence, so a video communication solution that's TV centric. Can you tell us a little bit about that and why Cisco is going into that field?
Well, I think it is a logical consequence of what we have been doing for enterprises already with telepresence, which has been a wildly successful technology already. Now, I just take myself as an example. I'm usually working from home. At the moment, going for a telepresence session means that I have to drive to the office, so that's 50 kilometers one way. Being environmentally conscious, I would rather keep my telepresence or have my telepresence session at home with a home version of telepresence. So this would be focused on the teleworker. But certainly, I think what we also need to see is that this consumer telepresence is also an excellent basis for other types of services that are video oriented. For example, e-health or remote care for the elderly, where you need the high resolution images to take care of sick people, of elderly people, to have some remote consultation with doctors, with nurses. And I think this would enable a lot of new applications over our next generation access networks, and would certainly help us to cope with the exploding costs of our healthcare sector, for example.
So I fully agree with you on that one. One of the things that came through my mind, though, when I heard about the Cisco solution, was that most incumbent service providers were going to want to slap a really hefty subscription fee on a service like that, and maybe even a variable usage-based fee, and that would completely kill the potential of the service for end users. Do you think that I'm wrong, or do you see that as a potential issue?
Well, I do not have any visibility of current expectations by service providers, but I would hope that the fees that they are charging will not kill the service. On the other hand, I think we can all appreciate that if a service provider is offering such a high quality service for which he needs to do some special quality of service in order to maintain the video quality, he should be able to charge a premium. And so I think there needs to be a healthy compromise between the premium and just not charging too much in order to kill the service.
Right.